BioClean products. Currently first place overall in this heat race. As they come under the halo again, Bob Teague and Paul Whittier are out front, running very strong. There you see Wicked Custom Marine trying to chase down Team Cleveland Construction right now in Class 1. Cleveland Construction a 37-foot Talon, Wicked Marine a 40-foot Motion. Both these boats powered by Super Cat racing engines. Heading into the turn right now, side by side, the two boats in Class 1 doing battle, Wicked and Cleveland Construction. Cleveland Construction carrying a little bit more speed on the outside, but Wicked Performance Marine cutting it a little closer and able to gain a slight advantage. Jay Muller, longtime veteran on the offshore race circuit from Upper Saddle River, New Jersey. Paul Boudreau, the driver from New Orleans, Louisiana. Number 6, Wicked Performance Marine. Definitely showing the advantage now. Out front in Class 1 is Wicked Performance Marine. Still not giving in. There you see Traffic Light / Team Cleveland Construction on the outside. Very many spectators on the course here on the outside coming out to see this great racing action in the Battle on the Bay 2009, brought to you by the Great South Bay Racing Association with the OPA, Miss Geico, and the OSS. Number 6, Wicked Performance Marine, Jay Muller, Paul Boudreau out front of Cleveland Construction right now. Screaming along in Class 1, leading the way, Wicked Performance Marine, Jay Muller and Paul Boudreau with a slight lead over Ed Smith and Dave Skorsky in Cleveland Construction. Special thanks to our pilot, Michael Schlaba from East End Helicopter in Bayshore, Long Island. Here we go in our Class 3 battle. This is Lighthouse Racing and a Bull on the Beach. Aboard a Bull on the Beach is the Anselmo brothers, Jim and Bob Anselmo, and their 32-foot Doug Wright. In Lighthouse Racing, from Long Island, we have Mike Domino and Joe Radecki. In only their second race together, Lighthouse Racing doing a great job in this 28-foot skater. Special thanks to East Coast Marine, Douglas Marine, Custom Auto and Marine, and everyone that's assisted in the formation of this racing team. John Domino is the crew chief, with son Michael on the throttles and Joe Radecki behind the wheel. This classic 28-foot skater began life as the Ocean Outboard Racing Team and was also campaigned as Team Primeco and Rumor Has It. Now under the banner of Lighthouse Racing, campaigned out of Long Island, New York, Team Lighthouse. Joe Radecki, the owner and driver, and Mike Domino is the throttle man. running very strong in their home waters. Team Lighthouse Racing, chasing down On the Chip and Bull on the Beach. Other crew members aboard Team Lighthouse include Peter Paluo, John Domino, with Mike Domino in the throttle seat and Joe Radecki behind the wheel. Coming down now on Class 4, number 6. This is Team National Guard in their 29-foot Scarab. Scott Brown is the driver, and Eddie Tamburino is the throttle man. Team National Guard running all over the country, mainly with Superboat International this year. It's great to have them here in Long Island with part of the OPA. Eddie's been racing many years. Scott's been racing for about 5. Ed's been racing for 7. Scott Brown, the driver from North Myrtle Beach, and Eddie Tamburino from Inglewood, Florida. The crew chief, Dennis Bilodeau, is also from Sarasota, along with crew member Mike Helm. Scott Brown, owner of J&S Motorsports and driver, would like to thank the National Guard for their support. This is the second season with the National Guard, is looking forward to a productive and exciting future. They would also like to thank Wata, a bottled water company from the Aquanu company based in Sarasota, Florida. Thanks for all their help and support, as well as friendship. Thanks again from the men and women of the National Guard for keeping us safe and their continued support. Check out 1-800-GoGuard.com for an exciting future in the National Guard, and Aquanu.com for the finest in hydro-fortified water. Team National Guard has done a great job promoting all year long in Sarasota. They won the Kevin Brown Memorial to Sportsmanship Award, as well as receiving a special award for the Florida National Guard. (4-2) Team National Guard, also sponsored by Wata. J&S Motorsports, Ed Tamburino and Scott Brown. Powered by a single Mercury Racing 800 horsepower Supercat engine with a Bravo B-Max drive, Team National Guard in their 29-foot Scarab doing a great job here at the Battle on the Bay 2009. You can see all the fans and spectators in the background. Coming down now on 417, this is a 28-foot Profile Cat, Team Perfect. In Team Perfect, we have Joe Casco and Jim Jackson with their Mercury-powered 28-foot Profile Cat. These guys motor along, working their way around the course, number 417. Also sponsored by Lavorsi, as well as PPI Performance Interiors with their Mitigator shock seating systems. Joe Casco and Jim Jackson in Team Perfect. It's a great battle in the cat classes there, going by Motley Crue and the X-Tractor. Tons of spectators and fans all around the race course here. Great racing heritage here in Long Island, New York. There you see the party barges in full effect right there for all the local spectators and fans. Palm trees, porta potties, what else do you need? You can hear them screaming and hooting and hollering. Great fans here in Long Island at the Battle on the Bay. You can hear that big blower motor spooling up. That is on the chip, leading away in Class 3. Curtis Cropper on the throttle with Joe Scrow behind the wheel. 32-foot activator, big JC Performance engine with a Mercury Racing number 6 Speedmaster drive. The boat is tearing the water. On the chip racing. Class 3, number 30. Joe Scrow and Curtis Cropper. That thing is screaming right along there. Great run for these guys in their home waters. Team on the chip, JC Performance Racing Engines. Well, we're waiting for race 3 to begin. We catch Alan Pettit and Mike Volmuth out in Imagine That. Two OPA officials enjoying a little quick blast between races. Imagine That, a classic 30-foot Tempest. We see some of the boats in the third race. Coming around is Miss Geico, 50-foot Mystic Cat, owned by AMF Offshore Racing and John Hagan. Scotty Begovich is the throttle. Mark Granite from St. Petersburg is the pilot, leading the way around. First place overall, number 113, Miss Geico. Glad to have Miss Geico here to be part of the Geico Triple Crown on the OPA circuit in 2009. Here again for the third year in a row at the Great South Bay's Battle on the Bay. There you see Miss Geico going around Bad Boy Bandit. Bad Boy Bandit trying to chase down Team Wahoo. Wahoo right there, number V14, is a 38-foot canopied Fountain Super V. Powered by a pair of Mercury Crockett inboards. Dean Howard is the owner and throttle man. Darren Starks is the driver aboard Team Wahoo. Currently leading in the V class, Team Wahoo. Other V class entries include Strictly Business, Bad Boy Bandit, and What's Up. All the way from Michigan, out front right now. Great run for these guys in their 38-foot fountain. Team Wahoo in V-Class in the lead. There you see Superheat in their 40-foot Platinum running in the Extreme class. On the outside of the course, Joey Imprescia and Chris Cox in Superheat. Big Stotler power in this 40-foot Platinum. Team Superheat, Chris Cox, the owner and driver, Joey Imprescia, the throttle man. Stotler Racing engines in this Maximum Heating and Cooling sponsored entry. There you see a Bad Boy Bandit, number V9, 38-foot Bad Boy Powerboat from New Jersey.